And we are back. Hello, Shaba Lynn Chanel.
Guys, that's not really my name, but we'll go with it. What's up, Kate? Kate the Great. Boom.
If we did a poll right now
What's up?
and we had people come up and say, what do you think, what's her name? 85% of those people would say Shaba, not Shayna. I just want you to know that.
Because I really do love Shayna. I've grown accustomed to Shabs at this point. You know, I'm kind of here for Shabs. Shaba, I don't know.
Such an icon. Hey, real quick before we get into this awesome episode today, I want to tell you something that I found at Home Goods today.
Oh, I didn't
get it, of course, what I wanted, but at Home Goods. Hey, everybody listening, if we have any Marshalls associates that are like, hey, we could get our hands on some of those for cheap, because I'm cheap. They had these books, and I think the books were like, I want to say $20. Say $20 a piece. I don't really know. $24 a piece. They're little books. One is for Louboutin. One's for Dior. One is for Chanel.
I know, the decorative
one
ones.
Is for Givenchy. But they all have the stories. They have the history in these books. So they are for really, their aesthetics are pleasing, how they look, but also you can read about each and every thing. They are badass. So you can buy a set of these, bro, for like $69. And I think that's such a cool piece to have
for sure
sitting around. I don't know. Sometimes I pick up a book. Not that I read a lot, but I'll read a page or two. Like, I like to have it around. I love the way books look in a house. I think they look amazing. I think the more books, the better.
Absolutely.
You know, like, oh, I just love that. And I love bookcases and bookshelves in the wall that are white. You know, stunning. But I digress. You know, that's for. Whoa, take it easy. We're at, you know where we're at, Cumberland Farms. Two talking fools, just two average homies taking their phone calls to the podcast.
You're welcome.
All right, Shab. So we have a list of stuff we wanted to talk about, and we didn't talk about it because we're bringing it here. So what's the next episode?
This is going to be an interesting one. Do you get what you give in friendships and relationships? Do you get what you give? Do you get what you give? That's an interesting topic. It's an interesting topic because I have a couple different viewpoints on that. I do.
So what would you say?
So one part of me, right, says that in any relationship, friendship, relationship, whatever, okay, there's nothing specific that I'm thinking about here, but what you give, you shouldn't be expecting something back. You know what I mean? So if like you are doing something for a friend or you do something for a spouse or whatever the case is, you should be doing it because you want to. You know what I mean? Because you care about somebody, you're there for that person, whatever it is.
Yeah.
How are you? Good to see you.
Who was that?
You know who that is.
I don't.
Okay. So,
who is that?
We'll talk. So, listen.
I'm so mad that she won't say it on here. I don't understand, but.
No, really, really sweet person. Really, really sweet person.
Well, who was he waving? Who is he talking to? You or me? All right. So anyway, continue.
So, I think that you know, if you're doing something for somebody in any situation, right? It could be the simplest of things, whatever. You shouldn't be expecting something back, right? You do it because you care about that person, and that's it. Nothing should be said about it, whatever. However, on the flip side, I did see something on Instagram, and this was geared more towards relationships. So I follow a couple people on Instagram, right? Like, I don't want to say like self-help people. I don't
I
know.
thought you were going to say like an actual name, but get it wrong.
Oh,
Okay.
no, no. I'm the worst with names. I really am. Everybody knows that. But listen, so they're not self-help people or whatever, but like I don't know the content. It's usually they talk about different topics.
I'm sorry, but she's like, I just feel, I love you. Hey! I love it so much. I'm sorry. It just feels like you're dancing around what you want to say.
Because I can't think of the right word right now, and I'm overly
Welcome to your
stimulated.
40s, girl.
I am
Soon
so
to
overly
be.
stimulated right now. It's not even funny. I really
There's a
am.
lot of people.
There's so much going on right now. And I'm like that little kid that cannot focus.
Yeah,
So
as soon as somebody's even talking her way or honks at us, her head is like an owl. It goes like 277 degrees.
because I'm trying to be like, who, I don't want to be rude, but at the same time, I'm trying to focus, but it's not working out as we can tell right now. But anywho, so I saw something on Instagram on one of the pages. Dude, stop, okay? This is horrible. Guys, this is how it really is with me sometimes. Like that, this is what you get.
Okay.
And he had said, in any dude, do we need to pause this right
No,
You're
no.
like literally crying at this.
Yeah, I am. No, and
He was saying that sometimes, you know what?
we have to get through it because I don't want to. Sometimes what happens is when we cut it, then I forget to put both parts. What was he saying?
He was saying that in relationships, dude, I can't do this right now. I can't do this right now. This is horrible. This is absolutely, guys. I'm really sorry. I can't talk because I keep looking at you and laughing.
I'll put my glasses.
Yeah,
on.
put your glasses
All
on
right.
so I can't see your eyes. Thank you. So he was saying that it's not a 50-50 type of situation. Oh my gosh, I'm looking away. It's not 50-50. Sometimes people can give 30 and you have to do 70. And there are other days that it's flipped. And I feel like that applies in any kind of relationship. Friendships, it doesn't matter. Sometimes you have to give more and sometimes you give less. That's just the way I look at it.
I think the biggest problem is when we put this this emphasis, and we put this emphasis on others who are either in a relationship, not in a relationship, of like, your house should look like this, your husband should do this, or your spouse or your better half, or it doesn't matter who it is. But the fact of it is that we are a roller coaster, right? And everybody's on their own roller coaster. Sometimes you're able to give 70%. Sometimes grief hits you, you're only able to give 10% or nothing at all. And that's just part of it.
Facts.
But the most important thing you said was expectations. Is like, I do things with no expectation back other than friendship or whatever the case may be.
For sure.
Like, we're not, like, we can't be in that realm of like, oh my gosh, we need to hang out. If somebody said to me right now, I need to hang out with you at least one time per week in order for it to be a friendship or whatever the case may be. Not that ever comes up, but do you know what I'm saying?
I'd be like, listen, buddy, that friendship ain't working. I'm sorry.
It's not going to work because there's times it's just not going to work.
You can't promise that. Yeah.
Right. But when you need me, I'll be there.
Facts.
But I just can't, because life's crazy. You need like those flexible friendships.
You do. You need those flexible friendships with people that understand that, right? And exactly like you said, you can't have any expectations.
Hey! What? Jim, this is our park. I know, people say that all the time. No, this is Cumberland Park.
The Lord loves you. The Lord does. He loves you. Jesus loves you.
This is true.
Don't listen to this guy. Hey, bye, you guys. Ciao, ciao. But yeah. I mean, and you cannot hold. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, but I'm older than you, so I'll forget faster. But,
yes, you are.
the only time, it's not the only time, but it's not many times that things can upset me, except for sometimes if I get disappointed in somebody. Man, when I get disappointed,
Yeah.
that's worse than anything.
Being disappointed in somebody is worse than anger.
Oh
It is.
God!
I don't
Oh
care what
my
anybody
God!
says.
Oh my
Being
God!
truly disappointed in somebody. Facts.
I'm not even about that hate life. There's
Yeah.
none of that. Like,
Yep.
because in the end, listen,
Yeah.
we're all on a mission here. We're all here
For
for,
sure.
but like, yeah, like sometimes, like
Yeah.
you get disappointed with people.
But here's the thing too, and you were like, I agree with everything you said, absolutely spot on. After we got through it, we got through the first couple bumps.
Praise be.
But here's the thing. Ooh. Oh my God, I think I just swallowed a bug.
I swallowed more bugs this softball season
think I
than I
swallowed a
have.
bug.
It's okay. It was little. I saw it. It's fine. By the way,
I hope I get protein from that. Oh,
by the way, is that Gatorade that I gave you?
I hope so. It's really sweet though.
Because
It's really sweet.
no, I mean, it just looks like it looks like it could glow in the dark.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'll glow in the dark. We'll see what happens. But at the same time, you have to have boundaries.
Yeah.
You know why? Because if you don't have boundaries, there are certain friendships, relationships, whatever, that will suck all of the energy out of you, and you don't know what even hit you. I've gone through a few of those. Literally draining. They drain you, and you don't realize it. You do, you know?
Sorry. Yes, there are some friendships that are draining. I also think that
And relationships.
are draining.
Yeah, that was a general statement.
Human
buddy.
interaction.
Yeah,
is
that was
draining.
a general because that's.
And
there's
everybody
been a couple.
has their lane.
Yeah.
Everybody has their
Yeah,
place in people's lives, and you
in this great circle of life. Yeah,
and you shouldn't. Yeah, and sometimes I feel like it's always a fight to be in everybody's first circle. Just be present. Just be here. Just chill.
That for
Everybody
real.
just chill.
Yeah, I just want to be in my circle.
You know, like
Yeah,
everybody in my life. If you're good to me, I'm good to you, and that's
Facts.
it. That's it.
It's easy peasy lemon squeezy for sure. But and like you said, it's not about who's doing more or whatever. You do something because of the kindness out of your heart. You don't need to advertise that you did something or share with the world or whatever, right?
Right.
You have to have those boundaries, okay?
Right.
Which is true. But you hit the nail on the head about something. Disappointment.
Oh,
Because
dude.
if I'm disappointed about something, there's not really it's
God.
tough to come back from
Disappointment is like it's like a smaller version of heartache.
that. It is. Because I feel like I don't know. I feel like you and I are similar in the sense where it takes a lot to get to that disappointment part.
It
It takes a
does.
lot,
And
right?
there's no going
Because
back.
because I don't know. I feel like, and I'm not speaking for you. I'm just saying, like, for myself, and then
Sure.
things that you and I have gone through, with ourselves, other people, whatever. We're able to extend grace, to others and ourselves, right? So if you get to the point where you're disappointed, that's a pretty tough one.
And I think it goes back to the reason, season, or a lifetime. I think
For
disappointment
sure.
is just a
For
reason.
sure. For sure.
You know.
For sure. Definitely. But, I thought that it was an interesting topic because, do you get what you give? And I feel that all too many times people keep tally. You keep tally of what you did for somebody or, whatever the case is. And I don't understand why people do that.
I guess I wouldn't know that because I don't have any friendships where I feel like I am obligated to an expectations that I cannot even achieve.
Same. You know why I was thinking of this though was conversation that I had recently with
But it gets
somebody.
quiet, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, not for nothing. Like you think about when you're not. It's almost like when you get boring. I don't know.
No. I get what you're saying. No, I get what you're saying because I do think that as you get older, your circle gets smaller because the things that you value or the time that the things that you value become even more, what's the word, heightened, I guess.
Yeah.
And then the time that you are willing to give towards people or things or whatever is even more valued. So you, again, valued, I guess, is the word of the day. But I just think it's different when you get older. So your circle does get smaller.
It
And that's
does.
a-okay. You know what I mean? I would rather have a smaller circle that fulfills
Right.
that fulfills me, and I can help to fulfill those individuals equally, than have a big circle where it's draining. You know what I mean? It's draining and you're not getting back what you're giving, and again, not expecting anything. But you know what I mean? There's those relationships that you have where you're there for somebody, you're there for them, and you do what you can, and it's like they just aren't able to reciprocate that. And maybe that's no fault of their own, they just don't have the capacity to do that.
Yeah,
There's
and
one
again, it goes
particular,
down to your expectations.
Yeah.
You should never
you should never
expect
have
anything. Your
expectations of
expectations
anybody.
exactly.
For sure.
Just take it as it comes.
Yeah.
Do a good deed because you want to do it, not because you expect something
For
in
sure.
return.
Yeah.
And if you live like that, like I don't
Then
want
life is less stressful.
anything in return.
For
Just
sure.
what I do is what I do.
Yeah.
It's just but don't expect to,
Yeah, but that's kind of
don't put-
annoying, bro. Because every single time we come to Cumberland Farms and I'm trying to like buy you coffee or something, you want coffee? Okay, it's fine. We go out
I don't
somewhere.
know.
And I'm
just
it's okay.
Yeah, I don't
It's
know.
okay, buddy. It's fine. I'll get you though.
That's
Don't
a
worry.
nice ass truck right there.
It is. I was just thinking that.
That's just a classy ass truck.
I was just thinking that.
That right there, that is a big son of a bitch.
Dude.
That is a Chevy Silverado
Dude, I can't-
3500
oh my
HD crew
Oh,
cab.
My goodness
It's
gracious.
beautiful.
You really like
I
those
love the
trucks, huh?
white.
Okay,
What?
you really like the
I
trucks.
love the car business. Are you kidding me?
Okay.
Oh shit. So
Okay.
here we are. We've got some nice cars coming in. Hello.
Yeah, we do.
What the hell is that? Was that an Oldsmobile? A Buick?
And Vista.
Is that a Buick? Are you shitting me right now?
That's pretty cool looking.
That is a
That's a cool
badass
design.
car.
That's a
You
really
guys,
cool design.
I'm telling you right now, they're not paying us. They might as well though, because we're just giving you our raw take on this shit. But
yeah, that's a really
we have
sleek design.
we have the baddest truck next to us, Chevy Silverado 3500 white with the chrome wheels, HD crew cab, and then this Buick. What would you say it is again?
and Vista,
An Envista?
a Buick and
That
Vista.
thing, I thought it was a Porsche.
It's the design is really sleek. It does look like a Porsche.
But anyway, I digress. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, not having expectations, buddy.
Not having expectations.
Not having
And I think
expectations.
like you put off what you want, what you expect in return. Your energy puts off what you expect in return. If you allow people, like, again, that goes into another topic, but if you allow people
Ooh.
to walk all over you, like, you should just, I think it comes back to not being cocky, not being egotistical, but taking pride in who you are.
That's deep.
So I don't have an
I
ego.
love that.
I don't
love
have
that.
any of that, but I
Yeah.
do have pride in who I am.
I love that. And
So you
having
have to
healthy
at least meet me
boundaries.
here.
Yeah.
Right. And then
having
after
healthy
that, it's fine.
boundaries.
Right.
For sure. Absolutely, for
So
sure.
I think, I think people should. Okay, so here's like the Delilah at night, the pillow talk, like question of the day is like, knowing that you really kind of dictate who's in your circle.
Mm.
If you looked at your circle right now, what would you say? Is this the circle for you? Are you dictating the
sure.
circle you want? I think everybody should ask himself that.
Oh, I love that question for sure. It's interesting you say that because I have a
And make
girlfriend of mine-
adjustments.
Oh, they're gonna hit each other. Oh my god, please don't
Oh my
hit
god.
each other.
Oh my god, there's almost an
Oh my
accident
God.
here.
Oh
And
my
speaking of which,
God.
wow, that was close.
I
Oh my
was
god, I
so
thought that was my
nervous.
mother for a
I
second,
was
but it's
so
not.
nervous.
Oh my god.
I was so nervous.
Oh my god.
And it would have
Oh
been
my God.
an
It's-
innocent accident.
Oh my god,
Neither
who is
saw
it?
each
Is somebody
other.
it doesn't. Oh, you know what? I think that might have been I think I know who that was, but that's fine. We're not going to say nothing.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, not to cut up, but my brother, did you see what happened to him?
Yes. Thank God he's okay.
So listen,
I was laughing at the comment.
Yeah.
He's JP.
Guys, it's busy here at Cumberland Farms. Just take it down a notch and be mindful, very mindful very alert, right?
Yep.
Very alert, very mindful. Um, yeah, people expect too much of others. People expect to get what they give, and that's the only reason they do that, and that's not right. You will
Or
be
to say that they
adjusted.
did something, or to say that they,
Yes.
I hate conversations when I'm, conversing with people. I hate conversations when I'm conversing with people. That's so weird to say. I hate conversations when I'm talking with people and they're sharing like their frustrations because they did this for somebody and they did that. It's such a turnoff. It's such a turnoff. I'm like, why are we
Agreed.
having this conversation?
Agreed.
Why are you sharing that though?
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not even like, okay, the person didn't match, your energy. The person didn't match your heart. Okay,
Right.
I understand you. I understand that. Your feelings are valid, but why are we sharing that? Why are you? Who am I? Why are you sharing that with me? I don't like that.
Right.
But you had asked a question that I absolutely loved, and it's if you would look at your circle, would this be your circle? And yes, it would be. I was talking to a girlfriend recently. Long time. We've been friends now for, oh my goodness graciousness, pre-kids. So 17, at least 17 years. Yeah, at least 17 years. And her and I, this chair, I can't every time. But we, and she lives literally a town over, and we were talking about getting together, but she had a wedding to go to recently, so she's pooped out from that this past weekend. I hear, girl, I hear you. I'd be the same way. I'm not going nowhere. I am not going anywhere. But, I look at her, I look at you, and I look at, a few people that I have within my tight, small little circle. And I would have to say yes. You know why? Because these people bring joy. You know what I mean? They bring joy. They've experienced the tough stuff without judgment. You know what I mean? It's always positive. There's never any negative energy. And I'm not saying that
Oh,
no
energy's real, you guys.
yeah, and I'm not
Energy's
saying
so
no
real.
negativity is realistic. Like, let's be real here. Like, people have their little, moments or whatever. That's not what I mean. I'm talking about when you get to a point in your life where you have to look at the people that you surround yourself, right? And you have to decide, do these people make you a better person? Do they make you want to be a better person? Or do they
Do they
make
bring
you
you joy?
Do they bring you joy, or do they take that away?
Time's a thief, yo. So if you're
Yeah,
spending
you have
it
to
trying to
choose
keep up with the
wisely.
Joneses or just keeping up with a group to keep up with a group,
It's not worth
it
it.
ain't worth it.
It's not worth it.
Because what are you going to have to look? I look at all the memories. I look at everything. It's like
Yeah,
I'm collecting memories. I'm not collecting physical objects.
for sure.
And it's like, do it with the people you love. Who
Right.
gives a shit if sometimes the
Yeah.
road's lonely to get where
Yeah.
you got to be
It is.
for
It
that
really
adjustment
is.
in your life.
It really is. But I have to say though, and I've always been somebody who likes to be, I know we've had some conversations on here where I'm like, oh, I don't want to be around anybody, don't touch me, don't come near me, I like but I do, I like to be around people. But I feel like the older I get, I like having a small circle,
Yeah,
a small inner circle, and then you have the circle outside of that inner circle.
Yeah, of
But
course.
I like,
You have your layers.
yes,
Because it's not like you just have two people in your life. It's
For
just you have
sure.
layers.
you have layers,
And that's protection.
yes, and I like having a small, close
Yeah.
inner
That
circle.
nucleus
Yeah,
doesn't have to be a
a
lot. It
handful.
shouldn't.
If you have one, you're absolutely blessed. If you have
Our
one,
parents always
you're
said that,
absolutely
and
blessed.
they were
If you have
right.
one, yeah.
They were right.
If you have more than one, more blessings. You
Blessings
know what I
on
mean?
blessings.
And you have more than that, fantastic.
God bless you.
But I can honestly say, buddy, in my inner circle, I'd say a handful.
Yeah.
That I would say, like, handful inner circle.
Well, let's bring this to you guys. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. We would love some comments. We're going to share a soundbite of this, get a little preview of it. But let us know. You can always text us, getting some good feedback. Going to share some of that in one of the upcoming ones. We've got a lot of fans sending a lot of comments now.
You guys are amazing. How many countries did you say we're in now, buddy?
Dude, we're in like six countries, like 80 cities. Like, we're just flying high.
You guys are the absolute best. But we want to see those comments. We want the feedback.
Yeah.
Like Kate had said in previous episodes, feel free to text us.
Yeah.
The information's on there.
You can't miss it.
Comment, text. We definitely want
Follow.
the feedback. Follow.
Thank you to
share.
Cumberland Farms.
Thank you to Cumberland Farms. We love you. We're still
Future
waiting
deal.
for we're still waiting for
Future brand deal,
sponsorship.
but it's coming. We know. We love you guys.
We're waiting for you, Cumberland Farms.
All right. You ready for the next one? Let's do it. Peace.